receiving.
So if anybody is interested
in
helping me organize this, please meet with me after the GA.
Please meet with me after the GA.
You want us to dress up and put black masks on our face?
If you choose, you don't have to.
And you think that that's going to be positive?
Yes, actually, yes.
Stuff up instead of just doing.
So next is David, I believe.
It was just mentioned that people in New York, was it? Okay, and in LA are talking about getting together and sharing ideas and experiences and where we go from here and everything. And I just want us to start thinking about a very serious issue. As the different occupies begin to reach out and make contact with one another, travel is going to be involved. And unless we address this in a very systematic way, what's going to happen is that the people who have money or lack of jobs or lack of family are going to be the ones who represent us. And there will be class issues and race issues and age issues and whatnot that will skew what Occupy stands for unless we address it in a systematic way. Which means that I think we need to pick, I'm going to use a scary word, please don't wash my mouth out with soap afterwards, some form of representation. We have had experience in the U.S. movement of doing things like that, where you have spokespeople who are given a certain amount of a mandate, and before they can make decisions or take votes, they have to check back with us in a way that they're empowered up to a certain limit, and then they have to check back with us. We also have to think seriously about raising money so that we can send them there, rather than simply the people who have the money in their pocket going, which will skew who Occupy speaks for and what we speak. So I will try and draw something up as a proposal to put that on our agenda so that well before this moment comes, we can start to address it.
Okay, I forgot one minor detail regarding the Redstone building. We've been using it for, this will be our fourth time, and it looks like we're going to be using it again. Anybody who's been to this room knows the value of it. But there was a repair that was necessary that will not allow us to use it going forward unless we fix the repair. It is a $60 bill. It's a pane of glass, is what it is, window glass. I'm going to send that around. Anybody has the wherewithal to put a couple of dollars in here, that would be very helpful. We can go forward and have our meeting there. Thank you very much.
Don't we have $9 grand in the bank?
That's finance.
We'll pass the hat.
So, are there any other announcements right now? So, the other thing I'd like to say is I'm helping out with the schedule or the calendar on OccupySF.org. So please send me your calendar updates. We need to be able to use that as a resource again to know when our meetings are. My email address. Awesome. Okay. So fill out the form on the website and it'll come to me and I'll put it on the calendar.
If you have questions, ask him, because I don't know shit about the calendar. I'm serious, stop asking me.
Okay, I'm money.
Okay, we'll ask you as. Just kidding.
Anybody else for announcements?
You don't have any announcements?
The GA previously approved $300 for a refrigerator for Richard's Food, and there was a problem with where it was going to go. The person decided not to have it at their house, but then Kitchen Mike, agreed to have it at his house, so we're going to move ahead with that previously passed proposal.
Awesome, thanks, Rob. Anybody else?
I forgot, no smoking in GA. Oops.
Hello. Okay, so my name's Elle.
I've been coming here a lot and I write for the San Francisco Bay Guardian.
Yes,
And I wanted to say that every year we do a Freedom of Information Act issue. And this year we're going to be requesting all the FBI files on Occupy San Francisco and Occupy Oakland. So if you have any ideas and want to talk to me about that, or also if you want to give permission for specific files about you specifically, come to me and give me your name. Yeah, just want to put that out there. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. I want my mugshot.
Any other announcements?
I want my mugshot because I was smiling.
For those who are interested in fighting against all the cutbacks of education and social services in California, come to a cafe called Celtic Coffee Shop. 142 McAllister. We meet there on Sundays at noon.
Near Leavenworth.
Yeah, near Leavenworth. And then after that, at 2 o'clock is the Action Council, if you're interested in working with other community groups.
Really understand, but I get the gist.
Anybody else want to announce that before we move on to the next section?
More of the same silliness that we've had to deal with.
We just have to get rid of what it's still going to be dealt with.
Okay, wonderful.
I hope.
Okay.
So now we're going to move on to our proposal section. In case everybody doesn't know, we have a new procedure for proposals where if it's not an emergency, it has to be brought up at least one previous GA before. And that's really important. Thank you very much, co-facilitator. It's how important it is. So we have and also we'll do that afterwards. So any report backs from working groups? Hi, I'm David from the Environmental Justice Working Group, and I just want to say that after our Valentine's Day breakup for abusive behavior from the bank, we're now going to be working with permaculture on the occupied system. On Monday, we'll be picking up with them and doing our own thing. So, Direct Action Working Group has been planning the 3 p.m. civil disobedience for Thursday, March 1st for the Occupy Education and Social Services. Basically, we are having a teach-in at the State Building at 3 p.m. If you want to be inside before 3 p.m., you can come to a meeting at 209 Golden Gate, Unite Here Local 2, the same place we have our Action Council meetings. And we will go through the scenario there together. That is at noon on Thursday, March 1st. Occupy SF Housing Working Group is protesting at John Stump, the CEO of Wells Fargo, at his house on Saturday from 1 o'clock until about 2, really, but like the idea is that people get there early, so get there at 12:30 p.m. and be prepared to hang out until like 2:30ish.
Other working.
That is at 1090 Chestnut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
At Larkin.
1090 Chestnut. Google it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
It's already on there.
Hey everybody, just want to remind you about Decolonized Yoga, which is Friday at 5 o'clock at 16th and Mission. That's from the Sustainability Working Group. Also, there's a new working group you may not have heard about. It's called Decolonize the Mission. They meet at the Redstone on the 3rd floor. Monday at 5 o'clock is the next week. Thanks. Any other working group report backs?
Not everyone.
Take it off.
Not everyone knows that we stopped a foreclosure the day before yesterday. It was really fun. I was there at 6 in the morning shooting, and it was Occupy Bernal, Occupy SF, and ACE, and the video is going to go up for probably in the morning. With the Occupy SF Media Group, Will has started to lead an effort to put our procedures into writing so that they can go on the web, and he's leading that effort. So it'll take a little time, but we're doing that. And you know, if you want to help cover Sacramento, if you're going up on a march or a bus, you know, we still need some more people. We'll be sending updates from the road. We'll be uploading videos from the road. It'll be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Hey, this is Yaz from Web. Gotta announce that we didn't, Dana, fixed all of the problems that were with the OccupySF website, like when you log in it's all funky and shit like that, so thank you, Dana. And then we're also gonna try and get some policies around posts, maybe some simple policies, so there's some guidelines that are written about what's acceptable content, and we'll have to shop that around with everyone in working groups, but we want to write down our policies and procedures too.
So we got, we're up to 11 presentations that were being requested by the public, and in outreach we've got the system that's bringing these groups in that want to be presented to. We're looking at them, reviewing them. So I want to invite everybody that wants to come by outreach Wednesdays at 7 o'clock and add your input on how we put these presentations together so that we can start rolling them out like cookie cutter and have a repeatable process so we can handle any presentations that anybody requests of us. So if you have any ideas, you want to help with the content that we're going to talk to people about, it needs to be Occupy San Francisco and represent everybody. So if you want to come down, you can always ask to join the outreach group, and so you can get the emails that we all send around clarifying the content, the way we do the presentation, how we handle it. So this is going to bring new people on board, and this is really important stuff.
Wednesday 7 where?
Wednesday 7 o'clock at Rincon Center is where outreach meets at. And we also have the listserv for outreach that you can sign up with. I think Ben can get you an invite if you want to join the outreach group. But we really need everybody to help, because it's got to be all of us, not just some, this little clique or this group. It's got to be represented of the whole thing, so we really get a representative of Occupy San Francisco outreach going on to these people coming and talking to us. Really important, guys.
And at the last outreach working group, we can sense upon the fact that this is February, Black History Month, and we would like to do outreach into the Black community. We would like to know who here has a contact in Bayview Hunters Point, like a restaurant or coffee shop that attracts a lot of people, so that we can get a literature table there and reach out to the Black folks, because they're hurting a lot. And we want to be more than just a community of predominantly white people with a few Asians sprinkled in and a few Mexicans. We're the Black community.
Any other working group report backs?
This is not quite a report back, but I forgot to say it under announcement. Anyone who's interested in playing a game of bocce ball after this meeting?
So also we have, the same thing is always true of the food. So like tonight we had some really delicious food like we have had for 4 months. If we can take this food and do an outreach, create it for anything you come up with. Say, I want to go to blah blah, and we'll bring the food. You can talk to Greg and ask about having musicians come to your event. Let's have a party. I think we should take over a club, bring some musicians, bring in the food, and get down. Have an Occupy rock out. I don't know. So this be where I will supply the food. We got the musicians. We got a whole bunch of poetry that's been written by Occupy SF members, so we can be very cultural and help it to